Hi, everybody. It's me again, and I am definitely feeling better than I was last night. Let's just say that yesterday was probably a very bad day for me, and as you can tell, you can hear Ziggy, and you can see Ziggy right there. Um, he he's kind of in tune that Mama's not feeling too terrific still, but yesterday he definitely knew that I was not okay. And, animals can tell. Animals can really tell when you are not okay. And he was desperately trying to get to me all day long. And matter of fact, he was very clingy. So, uh, that's kind of how you know they love you. Of course, with birds, also, if they throw up at you, they love you too. So, but I am feeling quite a bit better today. Um, Yesterday was the culmination of days altogether since Wednesday. And it wasn't that it was Charlie Kirk that was assassinated that had me so bad. It was the fact that I saw him get assassinated. I saw the blood. I saw his neck explode. I was watching a videotape of it. I shouldn't have watched that tape. And it affected me. When you see something that graphic and you're not used to seeing something like that a lot, I'll say this strongly, it'll fuck you up. And it fucked me up over the last few days. That's just being brutally honest about it. Um, I got really angry too over the people that were celebrating. Uh, but I got to thinking, um, these people, they need to be prayed for. And I know there's a lot of people probably rolling their eyes when I say that, but no, they need to be prayed for. There's something that's gone horribly wrong in their minds. So, what else can I do except for ask God to help them get rid of the demon that's in their head? Because some of these people, I've watched them go off, and you look in their eyes in their videos, and it's like they're not really all in there. The real person isn't in there. There's a demon in there. So that's why I say we have to pray for these folks. The ones that are the most militant about it. Pray for those guys. Because they need God's intervention big time. Um, it's made me write quite a few songs. Some of them I won't put on YouTube because of how angry they were, and some of them, I've taken off of Suno, in fact, because they were that angry. And I thought, no, yeah, I'm angry, but no, that kind of anger I don't need to express. So I trashed them. The ones I did release and the ones I did put on YouTube were much more mild. So, but they still hit the deeps of what I was feeling. So they are on my channel. If you haven't heard any of my lyrics through music, I do all my music through Suno right now because I have very bad arthritis in my hands. I cannot grip a guitar without pain. Um, Not singing them because Suno gives you the voice for it. And I also don't have the equipment to properly record a voice. I can't afford to buy one right now. I can't afford to buy any of that equipment. Can't afford a studio, nothing like that. I mean, I live on about 1,500 a month. That's not enough for a lot. So, pretty much covers my rent and a little tiny bit, of things here and there, but not much. So, yeah, my life isn't perfect. It's not that horrible. Although last night I felt like I didn't have life. I felt like I was already dead. And I wrote a song called Already Dead. And I did put it on YouTube. I shared it with Facebook. And it's truth. It is what happens in my head sometimes when I am so overwhelmed. And it's probably not everyone's cup of tea. Hell, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. So I would love for people to listen more to my music. I really would. You know. Now, if I could remember a lot of the songs I wrote when I was a lot younger, that'd be great. If I had managed to keep the original tapes of my music, that'd be great. But that got lost when I moved, basically. But it's like I'm starting over almost. I'm not perfect. I know I've looked at my profile picture here on YouTube before, and it's like, yeah, that's me. That's my face. That's my hair. That's no longer my body, though. That's not my body anymore. As you can tell, there's a little bit extra on it. Okay, there's a lot extra on it. But it is who I am right now. What can I do? I have to get better. Be helpful, though, if I actually had a better doctor or better medical professionals. The one that I have right now that they've assigned me as my primary care only wants to really push medications on me for blood pressure. And took me off of medication for ADHD that worked beautifully because she said that it was going to make my blood pressure go up. Well, I didn't have to be on blood pressure meds before you took me off of that. So, put me back on it. I just get so angry at my doctor. But yesterday I went to go to that doctor appointment, and because we had road construction going on that wasn't reported on Waze, I ended up being 12 minutes late to the doctor appointment, which they said then I couldn't see the doctor, and that they would only have to schedule me out, and the nearest time that was available was December 1st. Yeah. That's the kind of crap we have with medicine going on right now in my area. 3 months to see your primary care provider. And then they tell you to go to the ER where it's 10 times more expensive if you have an emergency. So that is kind of what we're up against in this area. If you don't have any money, you're kind of screwed. The same thing with animal care, too. If you have a dog or a cat and you're poor and they get sick, you might as well just watch them die in front of you. Because the vets and vet hospitals in this area will not treat your animal unless you have the money to pay them. And that was my experience with Gracie when she died, which incidentally this month is the 1-year anniversary of the loss of my dog. And next month is the 1-year anniversary of the loss of my kitty, Sweetie. I've already been through the anniversaries of both mom and dad and my aunts and uncle. So it's not a fun year. And then this whole everything that happened on Wednesday and everything that it brought up. Yeah. So no, it wasn't fun the last few days. And right now my life isn't all that fun. But I'm trying to find fun and to make things fun. And every once in a while, if I get so down, yes, Ziggy. He just wants to talk because I'm talking. So But at least you see him. Anyway, or almost see him. Um, anyway, to kind of wrap things up here. I I'm not going to apologize for all the videos that I've put out where I've been so just weepy and all of that, because that's a part of depression. I have depression. I'm going to start talking more about the depression I have. And I'll also do some other nice things too. Yes, I do have the songs. And I am going to probably film a little more of the things that I do with resin so that you can see how I do stuff. But it'll all come. I just don't know exactly when everything will come. So that's why I tell people, it's like, if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, please subscribe. Drop me a like or two when you see my videos, or if you listen to my songs, just drop me a like, give me a comment, tell me that you're there. That way I don't feel like I'm nothing, because that's how I feel. So anyway, and it's not just YouTube, it's Facebook, and I got friends on Facebook, and my friends don't even hardly talk to me. So it's I don't know, must just be me. I must suck. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, now you know. Now you know I'm just messing with you. What? What a good boy. He's a very good bird. And he's been a comfort. So I think that's why I keep you around. You're a comfort. The gerbils are fine. The hamster is fine. I don't take them out, really. I'll pick them up to look at them, examine them to make sure there's nothing wrong, that they're still in pretty good health, because I've raised gerbils and little small animals all my life since I was a child. So I watch over them too. Anyway, I think I've gone on way too long. I've been doing way too many long videos, and I know that the attention span of people isn't really that good. So with that, I will tell everybody goodbye. Like I've said before in a few other videos, it's a very evil world we have right now. So please be careful. Be safe. But keep your head kind of on a swivel, because you don't know what crazies are out there, especially when you're driving, because there's a lot of crazies on the road in cars. So just be careful today as you go about your day. God bless y'all. See you in another one later. Bye.